Welcome back. This is Jadani Says. So we'll take a quick break from reviewing stylish gadgets to actually talking about some stylish vehicles. We're going a little bit into the car industry here. The 2020 auto show has just come to an end in Washington, D.C., and I had a chance to go to our convention center here to check out some of the 2020 vehicles that you may be seeing at a road near you. We started off with some of the more exotic super vehicles: Maserati, Bugatti, Lamborghini, Aston Martins, Bentleys. Those were definitely on display, catching oohs and ahs from people from all over the place, from different age groups. Those cars will always get a lot of attention, down to the premium luxury segment, including the Genesis line. And let me just say, I'm extremely proud of the Genesis brand. I've been rooting for them when they were doing that whole buy badging thing, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago when they came out with the first Genesis, and it was still under Hyundai, so they were throwing people off because people were waiting for Hyundai to finally introduce their luxury line, just like Toyota and Nissan and Honda has done for some years. And they finally introduced it, but then there was some ambiguity that was involved with it because they had the Hyundai badge in the front, and then, no, other way. It had the Genesis badge in the front, but then they had the Hyundai badge in the back. So people were like, is this a Hyundai Genesis? Is this a hybrid? Well, what is this? Now, Genesis is actually a full luxury line. Hyundai has finally taken off the ropes, and they have like their own dedicated showrooms. I haven't seen one of those, so I don't know when that's launching out. They have been really kind of knocking people's socks off with that G90, G80. The G70 they introduced was the last of the completed trio, and for the longest time, people have been waiting for them to come out with an SUV, which they introduced. Well, they didn't introduce it, they announced it. It doesn't hit the showrooms until I think the summer of 2020. But if you are in the market for looking for a new vehicle and you want to start out in a crowd, this is an opportunity for you to make some noise, because that SUV that they have, I think it's the GV80, I think it's what it's called. But it's coming out this summer. Check it out. The interior is, I mean, this is the channel of style, right? That GV80 is full of it. Make sure you guys take a look at it when you get an opportunity. But from Genesis vehicles to the new Chevy truck, the 2020 version, and then Hyundai has the new 2020 Sonata. I had an opportunity to get into that, and the interior of that Sonata is stupid crazy, super stylish. They use very good quality materials, good threaded linings, good lumbar support for seating. Hyundai is just knocking it out of the park. Of course, you can't have an auto show without having the classic vehicles. Got a chance to take a look at some of the classical vehicles, and nice color I may add in the 2020. But the vehicle that really stole the show for me, something I picture myself cruising in, is the Lincoln Aviator. I know what you're thinking. A couple of years ago, you wouldn't have caught anybody in a Lincoln, but Lincoln has really turned the page here. Congratulations for them for waking up from the dead, really. Lincoln introduced this new design language. It really kicked it off with it was the Lincoln Continental. They came out with this new design, this front grille that really made people to start thinking and considering Lincolns again. And then they dropped that same design on the MKZ, the 2019 version. Then the Navigator rolled out, which scored a lot of praises with car enthusiasts and critics. Now it's the Lincoln Aviator. I know you've seen the commercials, but to me, that's the car. That's the one that you walk into the auto show and you're like, SUVs are hot right now. That is the one that I want, right? That's what you're thinking. That new grille, they stuck with it. There's some consistency with interior design. The back design, but the entire thing is just from top to bottom revamped. That was what that to me, that was the steal of the 2020 auto show. And you may start seeing those vehicles on the road. But let me know if you agree with those choices. Let me know what you think about the Genesis line and some of the vehicles that they have out. I know the G70 I spoke about has been more of a hot topic, a smaller version. And then the Lincoln Aviator. You know, I know you've seen the commercial. I don't know if you've been to a dealership to actually get into one, but when you do, try it out. Let me know if you agree with my thoughts, or let me know which vehicle from the 2020 auto show that caught your eye, or if you didn't go to the auto show, what vehicle are you thinking about that you feel like kind of represents your style? All right, quick video on stylish vehicles. We kind of flip things up, but just taking a quick break from reviewing stylish tech, well, really stylish gadgets. I mean, there's tech in these cars. That's something for another day. That's it for this one. See you guys on the next one.